Hello, welcome to Uncle Gogogin's office. The computer desk where you saw me make the sign, the stencil sign for the no flyers sign, and Gogogin's garage. Part of the Gogogin line of videos and products from my channel. So recently I'm part of the King Eddie Star Trek Club. If you go on Facebook, yeah, I'll show you. If you go on Facebook here, this Facebook site called USS King Eddie NCC 74260. This is an official Star Trek club. This is an official Star Trek club that's sanctioned by Star Trek International, which is the ruling organization governing the fandom, official fandom of the show. I think, from what I understand, I think the King Eddie is the only official Star Trek club out there in Western Canada, here in Calgary. It's named after King Edward, Queen Victoria's grandson, and heralder of the modern age of England. This guy here, King Edward the Eighth. King Edward the Eighth. Huh? No, King Edward the Seventh, perhaps. King Edward the Seventh, King George. Yeah. King George. No, can't be. Okay, hold on. I think this is a different King Edward. Type in Edwardian England. I wrote down Edward D.N. England. E-N-G. I wrote down England. Edwardian. Here we go. Edwardian era. This guy here, King Edward the Seventh, who ruled from 2001 to 2010. It's 10 years rule. This is because Queen Victoria's rule is extremely long. She had longevity. So what he did was issue in some very important democratic changes to the empire. Which was the women's birthright, adjust a lot of women's rights too. So, we are in post-war England, or Victoria, or Queen Queen Victoria, no, Elizabethan II, because we are on Queen Elizabeth II here. Anyway, this guy was named. He used to live in Calgary, and And what happened was, turn off this fucking bullshit here. There we go. So anyway, the ship was named King Eddie, named after him, because he in his youth, he operated a ranch out here in Calgary. So, it was the old Star Trek name was either Astor, King George C. King, or the King Eddie. In this case, we're called the King Eddie. That's the Star Trek serial number. And yeah, I was part of the Star Trek Club. I'm part of the Star Trek Club, and we went to Vulcan, Alberta, just recently. And I got this paper bill. These plastic ones, I'm gonna it's harder to Spock these ones here. In Canada, we have something called a hobby called Spocking the Fives. You can go on any internet check. You can check this on the internet. Where people Spock the Fives, and they have pictures of what they do with the fives, because you can actually make Spocking Fives. You can actually make your money look like a Spock here. Spock King 5s, and these older bills, these ones here, actually make it look good. Make it, you can actually look like Spock. But these newer ones you can't, because in these newer ones, Laurier, Prime Minister Laurier, who this person is, he actually looks like some kind of Catholic priest in this one. So he looks like some kind of crazy Catholic priest or something. I don't know. His head looks totally misshapenly rounded. This Laurier was a more skinny person, you know. Now he looks like just a fucking watermelon. I think they did this on purpose. I think they did this on purpose because Canada minted this on purpose because they know that we have See, look, if you look at pictures of Laurier, Wilfrid Laurier, look, his head looks so skinny. It doesn't look remotely like this round melon bowling ball shape, and you can't really make it just Spocking. You can't really Spock a 5. You can't really Spock a 5. These plastic 5s. So they did this. They definitely did this on purpose. Wilfrid Laurier. Pictures of Wilfrid Laurier. See, in all his pictures, he has a rounded head. Or he has a triangular skeletal head, similar to an alien. Not this. See, look, even in this one here, he looks like a. In this one here, maybe he looks he has a rounded head. Maybe this one down here, but his chin perfectly, you know, closes straightens out. So you can actually Spock the 5s. See these ones here? These ones are all Spocking the 5s. When Leonard Nimoy died in last year, when Leonard Nimoy died, like last year, oh, well, there's a. Let's see, when Leonard Nimoy died in maybe earlier last year, there was a whole slew of $5 diversifications. So the question is, what do you think of Star Trek fans spocking the $5 bill? Nice tribute to Leonard Nimoy, disrespectful to Sir Lord Wilfrid Laurier. Not sure. I'll put down nice tribute to Leonard Nimoy here. There's two schools of thought here. Sometimes sometimes you can actually Spock them. Sometimes you can't. But I guess. See, it says here the new plastic bills. They say that these bills don't even look like Snape or Spock. You can see you can Spock the new you can Spock the new 5s, and this is the wrong color for it. It's the wrong shade of blue, but you can actually Snape it or Spock it. I've Spocked a couple of bills actually, and like I said, it's a not a rule of thumb, but whoa, what's this? It's out of focus here. What the hell? Oh Jesus! Out of focus. Like you can Spock it, or you can't Spock it. You can or can't. Some websites used to say you can. Sometimes you can't. Let's see. Canadians pay tribute to Leonard Nimoy bills. I thought you can Spock it. Oh, there was See here, Huffington Post, March 2nd, 2015. By Andy Blanchford, Canadian Press. Here's a screenshot of it. It says, Spock's 5 bills is legal but still inappropriate. And sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll say yes. Uh, Sometimes you can say yes, sometimes you can say no. um, this one here, also on March the 2nd, by CTV News, saying Spocking Laurier on $5 bill not legal. Bank of Canada says. Let's see here. Oh, it is. It says, contrary to popular belief, it's not illegal to deface or even mutilate banknotes. The Bank of Canada said on Monday. Although the publication of banknotes likeness is still prohibited, except under certain conditions. So you can Spock a 5, actually. No, it's not a. See, Time magazine, Time.com wrote down, no, it's not a crime to make a face of Canadian Bill look like Spock. By Time magazine here. So yeah. So here's what I wrote down so far. I wrote down Canada's multicultural mosaic. Well, it looks like I wrote down the star, the AC as a star here. So it looks like I wrote down Mosi. Mosaic. I should write down A. Make the pen work here. There. Canada's multicultural mosaic equals infinite. The infinite diversity equals infinite combinations. And then I drew a three pin stripe here for Spock. Spock is wearing blue because he's a science officer. So we're gonna see if we're gonna see about Spocking it actually now. See what I can. It's been a while since I last done this, so what we can do is just draw a little ear thing he's got going for him. Sorry, Wilfrid Laurier. I mean, you were a great Prime Minister for the Liberal Party, done awesome things for Canada, but this is Star Trek. This is about honoring the work of the work of Leonard Nimoy, and a recovering alcoholic. So he recovered his alcoholism with the help of William Shatner. So I'm going to draw a little sideburns here. Draw some hair. There we go. The thing is, store owners might not take the money though. So sometimes they'll take the money, sometimes they won't. Technically they're supposed to, but sometimes they might not know of the rule where it is totally legal to Spock a 5, and it's totally legal to Spock a 5, and let me draw some eyebrows here. This is gotta be all about the raised eyebrows. There you go. Find a Spocking a 5 image. You can buy really you can buy really old 5 bills too. See, Laurier is cool because Laurier has hair at the back of his ear here, which you can use to add. You can use to add to the Spock's bowl cut here. And then you can do his ear and do his sideburns here. Make sure the sideburns is really sharp though. Now we can give him a goatee, or maybe we'll just keep him without a goatee. This the evil Spock and the good Spock. The Mirror Universe episode, or the episode where Spock is a Vulcan, and he did not. I want to put a little curvature. I usually draw the curvature the wrong way. I draw. He has more of a he has more of a Donald Trump. He has more of a Donald Trump kind of a curvature of his hair there. I kind of went the wrong way, the wrong direction. So he's got more of a Asian chick bang cut. Um, let's see here what I can do to really drive in the home the imagery of Spock here. Uh, cut, maybe cut it close to his ear here. There we go. Oh, let's make this one different. Let's give him a goatee. From the Mirror Universe. See, there we go. So, Glory Bill's coming out quite nicely. You could also Snape it, but I think it's more appropriate to so soon after. Well, Snape is dead actually. The actor who played Snape, Spock, goatee. So yeah, perhaps maybe we can Snape it as well, in honor of because this is the year Snape, the actor Alan Rickman who played Snape, died this year, right? So we have to make it maybe make the V cut a more sharper shape here. There we go. Now we're gonna do the eyebrow thing. He's got a Spock is kind of like a has got kind of a sharp eyebrow thing going there, working for him. So let's see if we can do that here. But yeah, maybe I should start snaping the fives now, because now that to honor the other actor's work and delighting our children. Um, Being delightful to our children. There. Uh, I've lost my touch. Like when I went to Toronto, I tried to give the bill out, but the bill didn't come out in Toronto. So you get the really old 5 bills. You got the old 5 bills here that are just maybe $10 each. So So here we go. I'm gonna write a little note called to tell them to let's see here, tracking the Willy. There's a tracking the Willy website up here. I'm gonna give you the link to it as well. Well, where's Willy? $5 bill. The Where's Willy website. $5 currency. It's a currency tracker. And what they do is I have an account here. I think I call myself Catman. Oh. Oh dear. Gotta click for a whole year. But anyways, it's called the Where's Willy website, www.where'swilly.com, and it's to check out, it's to track $5 bills wherever they go within the Canadian realm, and we're gonna place some tape at the corner here so this bill lasts longer. It's a paper bill; these were never meant to last. That's what the plastic bills were for, dude. But the thing is, these $5 bills were really roughed up as well. So maybe $5 plastic might not last as long as $5 paper, and it's perhaps better to make the money out of paper. You know, you can put this in your. But anyways, let's write down. Please track me. Please track me at where'swilly.com. You have to actually write very hard here because there's all this biological gunk. I know people. PLEAASE. I'm talking to you guys, so I can't remember. So I'm distracted. PLEASE. Please track me. Please track me. Where'swilly.com. And please track me, www.where'swilly.com, and we're gonna spend this at either a cinema, a Cineplex, what's it called, Chinook Cineplex. Famous Players has long been out of business since several years now. It doesn't exist anymore. Famous Players was bought out by Cineplex, which is really sad because now we have less diversity and we have less IDIC. We have less IDIC in the movie cinema. Where'swilly.com. So we're gonna try and go to a hockey game actually. I'm coming down. This thing's only allowing me 30 minutes to talk to you guys. It gives me a maximum of 30 minutes per video. Not because of YouTube or anything, but because this recorder is going down. We're at the 1 minute 45-second mark left. So we're gonna tape this. We're gonna try and go to a hockey game or a football game, preferably a football game maybe, where it's nice and hot and summery, and you know you want to have sodas and you want soda pop, and you want to spend money. You don't really have money to. You don't really want to spend your credit card or your debit card, so you go and pay in cash. Pretty soon that this hobby will be over because everything's turning into credit debit cards these days, or even paying with your iPhone. Your iPhone's connected and stuff. You just go beep, just to come Back to the Future. So maybe these old bills, the paper they use for these old bills, maybe that's going away. Not in less developed countries, maybe not, but these newer countries, maybe like. So maybe this might actually be a worth something, when Snape dies or when Leonard Nimoy dies. Well, Leonard Nimoy is dead, and what's his name? Alan Rickman is dead. So maybe next time I'll do a Snape tribute, and I'll be passing out Snapes. But this is a Spock bill. It may or may not be used. It could be rejected by the banks, or it could be rejected by the owner. So, like last time I was in Toronto, I actually did this. I tried to buy something with $5 Snape bill, and then they didn't, or $5 Spock bill, and then they didn't accept it. So, but the only hit I got on